Yeah.
So I'll wash my hands, I'll put on gloves. It says place resident, let me just sit in here for a minute. Place resident on the bedpan correctly with resident's buttocks well centered over the opening of the bedpan. Now, in the beginning, she said she can help. So we're gonna have her lift herself up. However, if this was for the fracture hip pan, or if we had to do it ourselves, we'll have them log roll. So we'll just have assistant to turn to the side. Remember, a person with a fractured hip can have them cross their legs. A person who does not have a fractured hip, you'll have them take the leg and cross it over to the area in which they're turning. So say if I wanted her to turn to her left, I'll have her.
Fractured hip or without?
This is without the fracture. Without the fracture. Have her turn her leg in the direction she needs to go. Have her, can you cross your hands across your chest? Because this is just helping me be able to turn. If the person had a fractured hip, just keep everything straight. I'll have to log roll her. So it'll be a turn sheet here that I can lift her up a little bit just so I can grasp enough, and I just have to log roll her. That's to keep the hips from turning inward or outward. But she says she can help, so I need to give her directions. I said, all right, Mrs. Jones, can you please bend your knees for me and have your feet flat on the bed? Can you please place your hands flat on the bed? The bed protector go down first. On a count of 3, can you lift that for me? 1, 2, 3. I'll put this underneath it. If it wasn't straight, I'll put it down spiral up and go on the other side. Are you all right, Mrs. Jones? You see how this wrinkle? No wrinkles can be anywhere, so it's kind of straighten them up. Now for the bedpan, the wider the part goes out. This is a splash guard. So just in case anything splashes while she's using it, that's what this is for. Because remember, a man can use this too. All right, I need you to bend your knees and with your hands and the heels of your feet, lift up again. 1, 2, 3. And I'll make sure that her buttocks is placed centered. Okay, lay down for me. Now, you can't always tell, so if that is extremely uncomfortable, I got that wrong.
No, that's fine.
All right. So it is going to be slightly uncomfortable, but it shouldn't be extremely uncomfortable. So you need to ask the person, are you all right? And they say yes. So the back part of that shouldn't come higher than like right here where your tip of your butt starts. Because you really have to make sure that the butthole is covered, and you have to make sure that the urethra area is covered. So anything she does, this pan catches it. All right.
What if, this might be a weird question, but what if you like are going pee and you just goes?
That's exactly what I was thinking.
Instead of like,
Well, this is what they want. When that happens, so I'm gonna put the sheet back over you. Hopefully the sheet catches it.
oh, all right.
All right, so place the resident on the bedpan correctly with the resident's buttocks well centered over the opening of the bedpan. Drape the resident with a bath blanket or sheet while on pan. So we're gonna just put the sheet back over the person. We don't necessarily have to do the bath blanket for this one.
We don't need to be in a sitting position.
We're gonna get there. So hopefully, if it does squirt the way she said, it'll just.
Do we have to indicate that we help them with their pants down or anything?
You don't have to do that for the skill, because I think they assume that they think that they're in a gown, the gown is already open anyway. So for the skill, you don't have to say, I'm gonna help them with their pants up or down. You don't do that. All right, so drape the resident with a bath blanket sheet while on bedpan and remove gloves. I'll take off my gloves. I'll wash my hands. Raise the head of the bed of the resident to comfort. Here you go, Samantha. And yes, so while she's coming up, she might squish any way off the bedpan she can to readjust herself. Are you comfortable? All right. Reason why we take off our gloves and wash our hands is because this is supposed to be clean equipment. This and the Cyro is supposed to be clean because we're not supposed to touch it or anything dirty. Is that necessarily true? No. When you guys in the real world, they're going to do all this. The bedpan, everything with the gloves on. They're not going to take it off till they go and exit the room to leave them on it. And they're not going to wash their hands. They might go and help the next room, and they're going to come back in. So you guys remember to wash your hands every time before and after you put on gloves. Well, because technically how they thinking is, and this is how some of the students end up failing is, we didn't touch nothing. She didn't use the bathroom, but that don't mean the last person cleaned the bedpan could. Because we're supposed to clean the bedpan when we're done. So you got to think in that in a sense, because you handled something dirty, the gloves are dirty. All right. Raise the head of the bed for residents' comfort. Anytime you raise the head of the bed, you raise the feet a little. This is also same for the Fowler's position. Anytime you raise the head of the bed, you raise the feet a little, and that's because you see how when I was lifting her up, she kept on having to go like this because she was scooting down. That's to prevent them from sliding. So anytime you raise the head, you raise the feet a little. All right. Raise the head of the bed for the residents' comfort. Leave the call light within reach before leaving the room to allow privacy. So you'll raise the side rail. Here's your call light. Are you able to wash your hands and wipe yourself when you're done? Okay, here's the hand sanitizer to wipe your hands when you're done. Here's the tissue to wipe yourself, and here's the plastic bag to discard the tissue. I'll be back in 5 minutes or when you ring your call light. Okay? Then you leave them.
So instead of bringing soap over for yourself, you just bring hand sanitizer?
If they can wash themselves. The soap and wash basin, if they say if they cannot wash themselves, you have to do period care. But we all gonna say that we can wash ourselves. Alright, so you can say it's been 5 minutes, you can come back, or you can go, oh, I noticed the residence light is on. Whichever you wanna do. But you will tell them, I'll be back when you signal or in 5 minutes. Alright, return to the room when the resident signals are no more than 5 minutes, so you have to come back and do the same thing. I'll wash my hands, knock knock, they say come in. Are you done?
All done.
Alright, good. So it says, lower the bed, lower the resident's head of the bed, lower the head of the bed. Remember, I haven't put on gloves yet, so I'm not touching anything, but I cannot touch her call light or her bed equipment with gloves hands. Because then I'm gonna use them same glove hands to train them. I mean, to take care of them. It's the same thing. If someone didn't handle this with cleanness procedure the first time, now my gloves is contaminated and I'm giving them whatever's on the call light. So that's what that is. So I'll put the head of the bed down. Now they might say, what if the person had difficulty breathing? Would you leave them flat? You say, no, I'll leave them at least at 15 degrees. Sorry. All right, I'll wash my hands. I'm only touching that because she's moving out the way. I'll wash my hands. I'll put on my second pair of gloves. Remember, this stuff, don't come in and start moving these things, because if she grabbed the hand sanitizer before she wiped herself, all this is nasty, basically. So I'll move this out the way. Trash to trash. Just in the trash can. All right, turn the resident on their side and remove the bedpan. Cover it properly, face it out of the way. This is where we're gonna have a side. So even though there's a bunch of stuff in here, this is what you're gonna utilize your side chair for. So actually, for the supplies for this one, say you need 2 chucks.
We're still on the same one, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I was like, wait.
She's still sitting on the bedpan, so we're still on the same one, right? That must be comfortable, because some people.
No.
So what the second chuck is for is that we're going to cover the seat of the chair. We're going to remove the bedpan and we're going to place it on top of the chair. All right. So it tells you to turn the resident on their side. So we can tell her the same thing with their the heels of your feet, the palms of your hand. Can you push up and lift up, please? So we can take all this out. Bedpan cover. We're gonna put on the side chair. So
You can wrap it in that?
well, I'll just move it out the way. The bedpan cover is what supposed to cover it. And it's all gonna go on the side chair. Of course, it's gonna fit better because they're gonna have all the pillows and everything. Now, if the resident said they did not wipe themselves or they could not wipe themselves, at this time we would ask them to turn on their side and we'll have to wipe them. But when I came in, they said they cleaned themselves, so I don't have to do it. All right. So turn the resident to their side, move bedpan, cover it properly, and place it out of the way. While the resident is on their side, write the resident from front to back. So we'll say the resident already cleaned themselves, so we just move to take one glove off. This part get a little testy too, because people say we just move one glove, so I just wash one hand. So Ms. Mona said, in theory, because you moved a glove, you still say you wash your hand. In theory. So you move one glove, I wash my hand. Here's your call light. Side rail's up, I'll be right back. I'm going to go observe the contents in the bedpan and clean it out. So we act like we take it to the bathroom. With your glove hand, all you do is pick up the bedpan and the bedpan cover. So take one glove hand and discard, elevate the side rail and the bed to lower height, put the bed back down low. Take the bedpan with your glove hand to the bathroom. So here our fictitious sink. Then you have to remove this glove. Trash to trash. I'll wash my hands and put on new gloves. This is my third pair of gloves. Sorry. Remove the bedpan cover and say, I would observe for amount, consistency and color. Then I would dump it in the toilet, clean it out, and store away in an appropriate place. Then I'll take off my gloves. Trash to trash. I'll wash my hands. Now I'm coming back.
You took your gloves off after you put the bedpan on?
Yes.
You just
All right.
put the bedpan back on the table?
Say it again.
You just put the bedpan back on the
Wherever you were at. Afterwards, you got to clean up everything. But you heard me say that I'll clean it and store it away in an appropriate place. They're not going to look for you to put it in this closet.
Mm-hmm.
And then it says, empty the bedpan in the toilet, observe and remember any abnormalities in the valve for reporting and recording. And at that point, they might say, what's something that you an abnormality that you report? And just think back when you guys did the specimen collection today. What was something for the stools? Abnormalities.
Oh.
Loose. The resident had loose stools. The resident had black stools, terry stools. Things that are abnormal. All right, so clean and rinse bedpan and store in proper area, remove gloves, and wash hands. With this glove, this last pair of gloves, that's why I say 3 to 4 gloves, is if they had you do a bath blanket, you'll have to put on a new pair of gloves to take off the bath blanket and replace the sheet. All right, so you come back. All right, Ms. Jones, anything else I can do for you?
I'm good.
You all right? Then you do your closing procedure. I'll record and I'll report.
So you're not using a bath blanket for this one?
You don't have to. You can use a sheet. You see where it says, number 4, drape the resin with a bath blanket / sheet while on bedpan. So you don't have to.
What's that pink thing you have underneath that?
So you can, that's the bed protector.
The pee pad.
Right. All right. Any other questions? I'm trying to see where it tells you. But anytime you do any procedure where the linen might get dirty, you use a bed protector. Whether it's washing them, whether it's in the bathroom. Even if the person was using a urinal, you put a bed protector. Yes.
Do you always have to put the side rail down, or can you leave
You guys got to put the side rail down the side you're working on, always.
Always.
This doesn't seem like you have to, because we only got the side rails up here. But most time the side rails are here, and it's always in your way. Because when we started doing the lower body bath, or we do the lower body range of motion, people are saying, the side rail's up there, well, I got to remove the side rail. It's part of the open and closing procedure, so please move it down on the side you're working on. You always have to. There's some side rails that are just for the top, but maybe the person only needs to turn and reposition, they just need help at the top, but they got all the strength of their legs. There's some just for the bottom, sometimes just for the bottom, just to keep their legs from falling off the top. There's full side